females. So welcome back to Favorite Friday. As you can imagine, we have another Chicago case. No surprise there. There's not a lot of information about this case. Like I said, we always go try to give what is always publicly available. They only have 3 sources for this case, one of which is being our victim's obituary. And so with that being said, I'm going to give what is publicly known about them down below. But if you know the killer, I guess killers, or anybody, the victim himself, of course, let me know down below as always. And so that being said, I'm going to give what's publicly known real quick, and let's go get started. So our victim, Ismael Rangel Jr., he was born on February 7th, 1974. So on the fateful day of September 6th, 2013, Ismael and a friend, the friend is publicly unnamed, he would go meet with 2 women by the name of Elishana Johnson. Apparently she was born in October of 1992. And she had a married friend by the name of Jacqueline Redford Brown, who was born November 14th, also of 1992, at a Burger King. So I guess the Burger King was the spot where they decided to meet up at, so, meet up publicly, which, I guess makes sense. And then apparently they would go back to the friend's apartment. Again, the friend is unnamed, so I'm referring to him as a friend. He would tell Ismael that, hey, look, these girls apparently look too young, and I'm just not interested. So then Ismael's like, look, I'm not going to waste this night. So then Ismael, I guess, invites the 2 women back over to his place. So then I guess he was like, well, if you're not interested, more for me. I guess he was, maybe what he was thinking. I don't know. So then they get back to his apartment, and apparently Jacqueline, the married friend, she would start an argument with Ismael, and then apparently she would start stabbing him. Elishana, or how the hell you say her name, she pretty much comes over and she pretty starts stabbing him more than 200 times. He's getting stabbed everywhere: the neck, the groin, the upper back, the torso, head, and legs. And so then, of course, Jacqueline apparently takes a phone from the apartment, and as you can imagine, that's when they pretty much flee the scene. And, of course, they took the knives with them, so, of course, their DNA couldn't be traced. We're just going to call her A at this point, because I'm trying to say her name for the longest time. Her boyfriend apparently see her walking down the street with blood on her, so I guess either he asked what happened, or she just figured, I'm just going to tell what happened, and he's just not going to tell anybody. So Ismael apparently was found 4 days later after a neighbor complained of a smell, because, once you die, there's human decomposition, and you can imagine that stinks. So then his phone apparently is traced back to the friend's house, and then, of course, they're apparently checking call logs to see who he was last in contact with. And so then 2.5 years later, A apparently is found in Milwaukee. She's arrested in Milwaukee and is held on $1 million bond. So then apparently it took a little while longer to catch Jackie, because apparently she was actually caught on a naval base in Florida, and according to police, they originally thought that she was in Virginia. As you can see, Virginia and Florida is a good distance from each other. So, but what's important for it is they both have been arrested. So then in 2020, both A and Jacqueline had received 15 years for second-degree murder. And that is all what is publicly known about this case. So that being said, like I said, if you know the victim, either the killers, if you know who the unnamed friend is, you ain't got to tell his name. I guess you refer to him as UF, and I'll guess to know who you're talking about. Definitely your thoughts down below. Should you be inviting people back to your place so soon after you just met them? Do you think that the 2 women should have gotten longer because they did stab somebody over 200 times and you're only in jail for 15 years and you were disposing of evidence? That definitely had to be in a plea deal, because there's no way. And so, like I said, that's pretty much all I have for this case. Listen, I cover Faith Mills 3 times a week. Subscribe for more Faith Mills, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.